Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is always an amazing day to be on air. We are live on loudmouthradio.com. And today, Wednesday, August 23rd. Okay, don't ask me if I did that. I just felt the need to. We are live, and we're so excited to be on air. It's also a wonderful time to be able to spotlight a amazing business that's doing works in the community. And today's show, Tea Time, is heading into sunny Bay Area of Tampa Bay, Florida, our second home of the hemisphere in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida, right off of 22nd Street corridor. And today's show, Annie's Beauty Supply of St. Petersburg, Florida. We're going to have opportunity to really dive in and talk about the wonders of being in a space that can impact the community and help to beautify the people that come in and out of it. And we're not going to drag this introduction out because I'm excited about having my guest on air today. How you doing, Miss Chandra?
Hello, everyone. How are you? Doing well.
Awesome. So Ms. Chandra is on the line, and she is going to give us some insightful information, I'm sure, about Annie's Beauty Supply that just happens to be in one of the historic areas of St. Petersburg, which I call the 22nd Street corridor. Yeah, up and coming. So for those who may have never heard of Annie's Beauty Supply, it sits right at 920 22nd Street South. And it's in one of the main centers where African-American life and business thrived during the Civil Rights era. You know, what's exciting is that at this point in time, over the last few years, there's been a lot of focus and concentration about revitalization and really trying to work to bring more thriving businesses back into that particular area, especially for African-American entrepreneurs. And yeah, I think that, you know, for so many of us at this time, you know, there's a lot more sensitivity when it comes to, you know, how should I put it, recognizing opportunities for minorities to be in better positions.
Most
you
definitely. What I mean? Helping our economic growth.
I know, right? What better way to put it? And you know, this particular neighborhood, Chandra, if you would just introduce yourself and just kind of give a little bit of insight about, you know, the store and you know, a little bit of history about it being there.
Okay. Well, yes, I am the head associate of Annie's Beauty Supply. We are the only black-owned beauty supply store in St. Petersburg, and we are located on the historical Deuces 22nd Street up-and-coming neighborhood, of which they are, you know, revitalizing, so we are happy to be a part of that. Annie's has reached their 4 years. It'll be 5 years in March, so we are excited about that. We was located on 34th Street South, but the move over to the Deuces was so much better. We are closer to, you know, our neighborhood, and, you know, and people are excited that we're there because it's in walking distance to one of the major housing developments in St. Petersburg. So that community is just ecstatic about the beauty supply being there. So we get good feedback, you know, from the community and from surrounding businesses, you know, to keep that area thriving.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm glad you're giving that dive into that. I want to kind of really talk about something that's very important. I'm very excited about this show. You know, Chandra, one of those things. You know, I believe I met you and Miss Annie kind of in that same time frame, which has been probably, oh man, it's been a good little amount of time now. I can't really put my finger on it.
Right.
But I noticed the store, I noticed the store way beyond the time and opportunity that I had to actually meet the proper tier and meet the people that was a part of the store. And, really what stuck out to me, my mom down there has been part of the African American Trail, Heritage Trail down there. And so, I was able to have a lot more enlightenment of, some of the activities just about her talking about this project, for a long time. And so when I identified, the 9th Avenue South Corridor and the 22nd Street South Corridor, which is where Annie kind of, nestles in between there, to be able to see, one, African American owned beauty supply.
I know, which is
so
rare.
Important. It's very rare, and that isn't that you're in a dominant position, a predominant position to provide, hair supplies and things of that nature to a neighborhood that naturally will put that money somewhere. So why not bring it into an opportunity of an African American owned and female owned business? Yes, absolutely.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So yes, we're excited about that.
and for those who have not, that have not really been in this particular area, let me tell you what is so important historically about this particular area. The trail of that actual corridor includes local businesses that have passed in the past were thriving, that still are physically stationary in that area, especially like entertainment facilities like the Royal Theater, the Manhattan Casino, that back many, many, many years brought in nationally accredited jazz and gospel musicians like Louis Armstrong, Count Basie, James Brown, Ray Charles, Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, and that 22nd Street South. Yeah, absolutely. That actual corridor also included Mercy Hospital at one time, which is one of the first African American hospitals in the area. And there was a very dominant role of significant roles of breaking color barriers during the civil rights movement in St. Petersburg. So medical offices, different doctors and stuff like that were a big part of the center. And that 22nd Street Trail is approximately about a quarter long, and it has 10 trail stops. And so, my suggestion, if, St. Petersburg is right in the beautiful aspect of Tampa Bay. So if you get a chance, and many people have had an opportunity to come into Tampa Bay area, but you may not have known about this particular area, I definitely suggest you stop in, kind of get familiar with the area. And
I was going to say most definitely stop by Annie's Beauty Supply. I mean, we have different variety of products and things like that. I know we pride ourselves on carrying supplies and products from our local businesses and entrepreneurs. We do have like product development shows every Sunday.
I was going to say that's pretty cool.
Our locals can come in and they have a good product. We can set up a little pop-up shop for them, and have folks come out and we'll advertise on our page that this is upcoming, and and people get to showcase their products. So we have a lot of talented folks in our city here, and they can come to Annie's and and show it off and get it out there to the public that they do this, and we get good feedback from that. We get good folks coming in to see that. I know this weekend we have our natural hair meetup, which we have every last Saturday of each month, because we do specialize in natural hair, and that's like kind of the trend of what's going on now. Everybody's going natural, which is great, which is a great thing.
It's so funny. Absolutely. And I was going to say, I love how a lot of times, too, you'll showcase authors and stuff like that in the area.
Yes.
Speaking of which, natural hair, I'm going to tell you that one of the things that I do like, too, like you mentioned, is that you guys will feature and showcase a lot of local
Mm-hmm.
people who have
Mm-hmm.
different products and stuff like that in the area, right?
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
so typically, what is required for them to be able to put themselves in position to be, featured like that?
Well, like I say, as long as you have a good quality product, you have some following, you already have, your packaging and stuff like that, so it's able to be sold. That's basically the only thing we require. There's that, and
Okay.
on top of that, you working and you trying to get it out there, and you doing some of the work of getting it out there as well, not just us doing it. So basically, that's it. As long as you got a good quality product, you got your packaging down, and we can open our doors up to you so you can come and kind of showcase your product. And that's only
Absolutely.
the really requirement. Yeah, we're not making it hard. I mean, it's hard enough to get it out there and get it going. You did that first step of this deciding this is something you want to do, and we're just here to help any possible way we can.
Absolutely. It's amazing. As we're having this conversation, I'm sitting here thinking about how the factor that you were saying how the natural hair movement is still, is kind of making a thrive. For you guys, there, of course, you're not the only hair supply store in St. Petersburg, right? So how do you guys, how do you guys deal with the factor that, and I'm going to just put it straight here because we can be straight up like that on Loud on Radio.
Yeah, how we deal with the competition.
And not only that, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it very transparently, but, and you just tell me if you have this experience, which I'm pretty sure you guys do. So how do you guys deal with when you have customers coming in and they may be trying to compare you to other stores in the area, when it comes to product and pricing, right? How do you guys deal with that?
Okay. Well, first with our pricing, I think we beat everyone on their pricing. We have I'm just going to put that out there for our area. I think we have the best prices on our supplies. I mean, we do check out to see what everybody else prices is and whatever. We compare. That's normal. You do that. But we do have some of the best prices there. So there's no competition with that. I'm going to say that. And another thing is that our impeccable customer service that we have. And I pride myself on great customer service because that's what they remember. That's what gets the customer coming back. And our customer do remember that. They always say, I look at the reviews and the comments on our page, and it's always, great customer service. They greet us with a smile. Stuff like that makes me happy. And I know that we're doing that, we're doing a great job with that, and that's what keeps our customer. I hear, when you go to other stores, you don't get that some vibe. You know what I mean? And I know you felt it too, Sonny, when you came in. You don't get that, that personal, like, hey, you can just come in and talk. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about hair.
Right, because I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person that has the energy sensitivity. So yes, and I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No problem. So we're talking about products, but we also start talking about other things too. You know what I mean? And they love that.
And that's the heart
so
of
you
hair.
Can just come.
And that's the heart of hair.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Because you sitting at your beautician, and you're like she's like your psychologist. You know what I mean? So it all goes hand in hand, and it's just great. So every customer I meet, is great, and they love to come and chit chat and see what new products. And if we don't have your product, we will order the product for you and carry it. So that's another good thing as well. So we don't have it right there.
I gotta
get it in.
Right. I gotta share this little amazing tidbit. So Annie's Beauty Supply is named after the property, Miss Annie Terrell. And I got something interesting I have to share here, and I wonder if she's even aware of it. Ironically, I love finding little things that have to have some kind of coexistence with our content that we're talking about when we're on air, and we have different shows. And anytime I can find something that can correlate to something that is very important, this particular thing I'm about to mention would be historically amazing. How ironically, you have Annie's Beauty Supply there in St. Pete, right? And I said, let me just kind of look at a little bit of history of black hair care product, and of course, Madam C.J. Walker is at the footprint of foundation when it comes to African American, history and hair and cosmetology. But how about this? How about a little bit of correlation? That's amazing. So we have something that I think is pretty cool. I'm going to post this after I kind of share this with our audience. There is a cool little correlation here. I actually just kind of was doing some Googling searching about, beauty supply stores and basically, history of black-owned beauty supply businesses. And how about there was a young lady by the name of Annie Malone that developed and popularized the pressing comb in the early 1920s. And she owned a beauty school chain named Poro College. Poro was a West African word meaning organization, dedication, and discipline. In my hometown of Chicago, Indianapolis, and St. Louis. Now, ironically, who do you think her mentor was?
Madam C.J. Walker.
Well, let me rephrase that. Who do you think that she was a mentor for? She was a mentor and the inspiration for Madam C.J. Walker.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Primarily, yes, that was primarily known for her early 20th century hair treatments. So the two of them paired up and started the first black-owned beauty supply business.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Right? How cool is that? So black beauty supply stores, black beauty supply stores started in black beauty and barber schools. Black beauty and barber shops that were located in black communities across America in the early 20th century. So
wow,
black beauty
so they had
supply
the salon and the store.
Exactly, which I've seen quite a bit.
Which is so funny.
Yes.
Which is so funny because, Annie's is expanding to where we will have a beauty salon right next door. So we have a store, and that's in the works right now as we speak.
Look at there.
It's going to be a beauty salon, yes, and and also a barber area as well. So we are expanding, and we are so much. We're excited about it. Just excited about it. We can't even put it in words, but she's just very excited about this expansion.
That's nice.
To let you know, we're moving on up. We're moving on up.
I know. And so listen how history is evolving here, right? Affluent black travelers were going to these communities, to the beauty salons and barbershops, and had their hair done by their products, and they were specifically made for the hair types that black hair care innovators created. So, to hear that, congratulations, that is so awesome. There's a lot that's kind of happening like that in the air. I think I can't be premature and share certain things because Jazzy probably would kill me. I'm going to allow some room for her to share some things with our listening audience. But I will say that is this a great time for innovation and creativity and opportunity? And it's time to step out there. Yes, and this is always good to hear. So I'm going to share this link, which I think is so amazing. That's a great tie. So Miss Annie might not even know she was walking into the opportunity of history, but I'm gonna actually bring her on air. I believe we have her on the switchboard ready to speak to our listening audience. Good morning, or good afternoon for you guys. It's morning in my end. Miss Annie, you're live. Are you going to speak there, darling?
We're going outside, you and I.
Okay, she was Annie on the line. Yeah, it was. Let me see. Miss Annie, you there?
Called in, okay.
Miss Annie? Okay, well, we'll let her come back to know. I think she probably got moving around a little bit there. But you know what? This is a 700, as my wife would say, a $750 billion business. Hair.
Yes.
Just this
it
past
is.
weekend, the Warner Brothers show was going on in Atlanta.
Right. I saw that, and that was awesome.
Yeah. So it's made its return of bringing a quality show to the community. Very excited. I'm very proud of my wife. She's doing the first hair photography and makeup show here in Maui.
Yeah, that's awesome too. That's really good.
Yeah, the
that's
Paradise
really
Barber and Beauty Show. Yes, and then the barber show is coming up in March. We're going to have some amazing people coming in from all over into Hawaii for the barber battle and barber and tattoo battle. So there's just a lot of opportunity that's on the horizon. So for you guys with Annie's Beauty Supply, is there a future of opportunity of maybe adding in additional locations in St. Pete? Have you guys, talked or thought about that?
I know we did. We talked about that briefly. Miss Annie brought it up to me about, different locations. So that is in the works. But like I said, the first project is the salon and getting that up and going. But there is no limit. So like the sky is the limit. So we're just trying to, like I said, the Lord's blessing us with this, and we want to take it to the limit. So, look forward in the work. It could be, franchise going on and things like that. The beauty salon and beauty supply store in one. Like it used to be. Like you just told me, like it used to be.
And it's very common. Like in Atlanta, it's not uncommon to see that. It just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it does.
There's become a bigger margin. Yeah, there's been a bigger margin. Like in Atlanta, it's very common to see huge beauty supply stores, and then they're offering the beauty supply element, you know what I mean? So
the distribution, even they had distribution talk.
Right, the beauty supply stores are offering the beauty hair care spaces to have operators working in there. So there's a lot of opportunity that's there. Period. For those who are consumers of hair care products. It's so significant that you maintain a place in your history.
Right.
And there's no, is no denying. It is what it is. It's a very dominated industry where you see a lot of Asian properties.
Yes.
That has primarily filtrated. Almost all aspects of the world. There's nowhere you can't go, and you won't find ethnicity, ethnic beauty supply stores, and you have Asian owners. So the rarity of coming across African American owned beauty supply stores, ironically, is the minority.
You're right about that.
So yes. So what are your hours of operation for the store there?
Say it one more time.
What are you guys' hours of operation there?
Oh, our hours of operation is let's see, we're Monday through Sunday. Mondays we're 9 to 5, Tuesdays 9 to 7, Wednesdays noon to 5 p.m., Thursdays 9 to 8 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays, we're 9 to 9. Sundays is when we have our pop-up show, pop-up shops. So the hours vary on that, but it's usually a 2 to 4 with the pop-up shops on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So pretty much every day of the week, you guys. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you're going to find somebody there with a winning smile and ready to help you. Find you whatever you need. We are available.
Right. So for you guys, what is it that I was gonna see if she's there to talk to us, if she can hear us now. Miss Annie, are you in position to speak to us?
Can you all hear me?
Oh, there you go.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi there.
Well,
How are you?
I'm great, and I listen to Chandra doing an awesome job at describing and sharing Annie's Beauty Supply as I'm here in this doctor's office with some bad grandkids. But thank you.
Oh, they just
all.
active, that's all.
Thank you all for sharing in regards to Annie's Beauty Supply. And I feel like I found my purpose in life in Annie's Beauty Supply and a way to help other local entrepreneurs with their products. So I take great pride in supporting our local entrepreneurs because I feel like that is my true purpose in order to help others and support others.
Nice.
So
you are more than welcome.
Yeah, our ultimate goal is to add on the salon, as Chandra has already described, as well as building our e-commerce site, and hopefully we'll have that done before the end of the year. Once we get this store to self-sufficiency, and you know what, since I've been studying the word, not self-sufficient, but God-sufficient, then we will move on to opening up more Annie's Beauty Supplies with the aid of God.
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah.
I think, thank you, Ms. Annie. Thank you for taking the time to, I know you've been listening in for the duration of the show, and as I was telling Chandra, it's amazing. It's important, I think, that people have a better grip on history. I think a lot of times entrepreneurs are not really valued in their communities as they should, because it takes a lot of courage to step out and to do something that does not give you a safety net. As an entrepreneur, you're jumping all the way out there, and when you're doing something in a community that's lacking, trust me, I know you're taking an even bigger risk, because a lot of it goes twofold. I remember when I made a decision. I was in the height of promoting comedy and things like that, and doing some comedy in Atlanta, and I just had a decision, a deciding factor that I wanted to do my own. It was something I definitely knew that I wanted to do at some point, but sometimes things happen that push you to your greater, and there were some things that took place at some of the places that I was doing some things at, and I was like, I'd rather go on my own than allow somebody to treat me less and not value what I'm bringing to the establishment, when I'm watching the money and I'm bringing the people in there and I'm bringing the opportunities in their door and they're not appreciating it. And, just following your heart and doing what you feel that you want to do. I had no clue that in doing, and stepping out on my own and opening up that comedy club, that I would be the first African-American female to own a comedy club in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that. Somebody had to come and tell me that had been in the game a long time. But, your impact, comes from the fact of first taking a step and sticking to it. It ain't easy. I know it's not easy. And sometimes, and I can speak like this because it is our community. Sometimes our community doesn't make it easy for you to be a servitude to them. You know what I mean? So to be able to thrive in many phases of things that are going on, from operations to, staffing, carrying products, things of that nature, all of those things are the elements that help to keep you going. So I commend you on taking the step and finding your way and finding your purpose in this. That's always a great thing, because I'm going to tell you something. When you're not in your purpose, it makes it a whole hell of a lot harder for you to maintain doing what you're doing when your passion is not there. And it sounds like to me that, girl, the days when it ain't going so nice and the days when things aren't moving as you would like, it helps to offset those days when in the heart of hearts, that this is really what you want to see happen, that you really want it to work. So, Miss Annie, if you would, what would you give to entrepreneurs other people who may be in business or may have a desire to do their own business at some point in their life, what little vitamin or token would you give them, from your walk as an entrepreneur?
My thing is this: believe in yourself, take action, and make it happen. All and anything is possible if you truly believe in yourself, take action, and make it happen. But we have to always remember who makes it all possible for us and give him the praise and the honor that he so rightly deserves. So if we place God first in any decision-making that we're making to make sure that we are on the right path, then I think that it will work out for the good. So the main thing is to always remember God first, believe in yourself, take action, and make it happen. Because nothing will never happen if you never start.
Right.
That's so true.
Very well put.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Annie, so much. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience prior to our wrapping up this segment?
No, I will repeat. I thank you all for the opportunity. I thank Chandra, and also thank God for blessing me with some awesome staff at Annie's Beauty Supply that see my vision and believe in my mission, and that is to provide true, friendly customer service and a warm and welcoming environment. So with that, I would say thank you to all of you and continued blessings to you all and your station.
Oh, thank you, Miss Annie. I appreciate that. And Chandra, she's so right. You guys are really a gift. Thank you, Miss Annie. I'm going to let you get back to the grandbabies. I know you're over there trying to get everything with them situated. So, Chandra, I think I want to thank you as well for, giving us the insight and once again, being committed to the cause. Yeah, man, I think it's so important that, businesses like Miss Annie's has opportunities like this to be recognized.
Yes.
I know it
exactly.
I know it may not be it ain't the neighborhood awards at the moment, but it does give opportunity to say,
it's all
hey,
good.
To say, yeah,
like we're here.
We're
out here.
We recognize. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we recognize you. We see you. And I'll tell anybody, segments like these are pivotal. I think it's so important to have elements of opportunity to let people know more about your vision, to have people understand, why do you do what you do? People don't just open a business and say they open a business. They do want to be profitable. They do want to have some way of being of service. And that's what entrepreneurship is.
Yes, and networking is so important.
Absolutely. And even with that, so is the element of marketing, and that's exactly what the T.E.A. show is, which is an acronym for the Entrepreneurial Academy. I think it's so important that we continue to speak and let people know why we're here and ultimately what we desire. Because you put that in the universe and you put it into the hemisphere, trust me, I feel that it will come back to you twofold, and it just helps to maintain, as you say, the relationship. So thank you so much, sweetie, for taking the time today and diving in. I'm so excited. This show as well as the show we had on Monday, which was so impactful.
Yes, it was. It was very, very nice, and I do appreciate this, having the opportunity to get on here and talk about Annie. You guys can like us on Facebook, please do, so you can see what's going on and things
please
that.
share the website.
I do appreciate this. Yes,
it's
www.anniesbeautysupply.com. You can pull it up there, and like I said, we are getting those e-commerce site coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And just Annie's Beauty Supply on Facebook, you can check us out there.
Absolutely. And so for those who have, I'm so appreciative of our listening audience, because your show, Annie's Beauty Supply, Aquarius Maximus. I have a few other people that came in right at the latter part of our spring time period. You know, you guys were registered up to have your shows aired, but they kind of ran right into when we take our little break, because in the summer typically people are kind of moving around, and we recalibrate. And then we come back, and so as these fall shows are coming in, I'm excited because I'm like, God, I've been ready to hear these shows come on air for some months now.
Right.
So
exactly.
You know,
so glad we can get in and
all
do it.
All good things come in due time. That's right. All good things come in due time.
You're so right about that.
Yes, ma'am. So I want to thank you, and we're prepared. Tomorrow we're going to have an amazing show. We have a special guest that is a realtor in Maui, and she's going to share some great things, on our next Tea Time segment. So thank you so much, my darling.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. What time is it there?
Talk to you soon. It is actually 8:35 in the morning, honey. It's the day just getting started.
Wow, it's afternoon. We've gone through the day already. So, wow. Those time changes are different.
Oh, it's serious. So I'm like, good morning, afternoon.
Right. You don't know what to say.
Oh, my God.
But thank you so much for having me on the show. It was a wonderful time. And like I said, you guys, stay well and just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, honey. And for all those who are listening, make sure you tune in and subscribe to our Loudmouth TV channel. We have field grade pilots that are there, as well as our new real estate segment, Loudmouth TV's Off the Market, which is doing season 1 in Maui. We're so excited about bringing those segments, because a lot of us are HGTV lovers. I know we're HGTV home over here. No hate. So we think that you guys will have some fun seeing some of the most amazing properties throughout the world. So we're starting over here in the Hawaii market. We will be definitely touching into some other markets like Cali and Florida and Georgia.
Okay.
So, I'm going to suggest to anyone, if you're thinking about expanding your base and you want to make some investments, real estate is one of the best places to do it at. And so the markets that we're focusing on are good, thriving, strong markets for single family and vacation and definitely investments. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the content. And, Sunny and Jazzy Anthems, of course, is always in the forefront of it. And we'll be connecting with some amazing real estate agents and brokers and developers and homeowners and real estate investors and bringing the show to you Off the Market on Loudmouth TV. So thank you, Chandra. We'll talk to you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you to everybody who's been listening, and everyone have an amazing day.